Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. Yesterday we discussed about reaching a tipping point, which is the step one in the safe implementation roadmap. Today we're going to continue our journey on safe implementation roadmap. The second step is building a powerful coalition. Look at the quote from John Cotter. A strong guiding coalition is always needed. One with the right composition, level of trust, and shared objective. So that emphasizes the need of powerful coalition for any transformation journey. Once the organization reaches a tipping point, the rationale for significant change becomes obvious. The difficult journey begins. In leading change, Kotler discusses 8 stages of guiding organizational transformation and what it makes it stick. Right? So these are the 8 steps the Kotler talks about in an organization transformation. Establishing a sense of urgency, creating a guiding coalition, developing a vision and strategy, communicating the change vision, empowering the employees for broad-based action, generating short-term wins, consolidating gains and producing more change, anchoring new approach in the culture. Right. So these 8 steps are these 8 stages. Safe transformation roadmap also has a similar step. The reaching a tipping point is about establishing a sense of urgency, creating a guiding coalition, and communicating the vision, developing a vision. All this, talking about need for powerful coalition that include training, leaders, training the change agents, etc., and generating a short-term wins. It's about, one of the activities of LACE, right? So these are the similar stages being, adopted in safe transformation roadmap as well. To create a safe coalition, that is sufficiently powerful to initiate change. What safe experts are recommending is that organization must take 3 critical steps. Step 1 is train lean agile change agents. Someone like certified SPC, safe program consultants, can act like that. The next step is training executives, managers, and other leaders. The executive leadership and managers can go through a leading safe program. And the third one is charter a lean agile center of excellence. So this working group becomes a focal point and continuous source of inspiration and energy for change management activities. So these 3 steps are very critical in building a powerful coalition, right? So training a change agents is the first step. You can develop SPCs as change agents. You can source them, trusted consulting, partners. You can build internal business and technology leaders, portfolio program and project managers, architects, analysts, process leads. So these are the different roles from where you can source your change agents. You can train them as HPCs and make them as a change agent. The next step is training the leaders and managers. To importantly, the training the leaders and managers, it should train them and help them how they must embrace the lean agile mindset. Lean agile mindset includes thinking lean about safe house of lean we discussed about in one of the previous videos, and embracing agility, right? It's about practicing agile manifestos and agile practices. Safe is built on that. So obviously thinking learn and embracing agility is parts and parcel of lean agile mindset, which where the enterprise leaders must embrace that. The lean agile mindset and building applying the lean agile principles are core aspects in training leaders and executive leadership and managers. We had a separate video on lean agile principles, right? There are 10 principles we talked about as in here. And the third and final step in building a powerful coalition is chartering or building a lace. The responsibilities of lean agile center of excellence typically include communicating the business need, urgency and vision for change, establishing the metrics, right? Developing implementation plan and managing the transformation backlog, right? Conducting and the training for executives and managing and leaders, facilitating the value stream identification workshops, fostering the safe community practices, communicating the progresses, promoting continuing lean agile education, helping to establish relentless improvement. So these are some of the key responsibilities of LACE. How do they organize and how do they operate? LACE may be part of organizations emerging agile program management office. It is a long-term center for relentless improvement towards business agility. Operationally, a LACE typically functions like an agile team. It applies iteration and PA cadences. It allows the LACE to plan and inspect, adopt in harmony with ours. LACE serving as an exemplar for agile team behavior. So we need a set of team members like a product owner to work with the stakeholders to prioritize team transformation backlog. You might need a scrum master to facilitate the process and helps remove the roadblocks. The team can be cross-functional. We can include people from different functional teams. A C-level leader typically acts as a team product manager. So you can have LACE operate as a agile team by itself. You can have similar roles like product owners, scrum masters, and cross-functional teams who will be part of developing an implementation plan, and you can implement that plan using PI cadences, right? So this is how we can organize and operate. One of the key success criteria for LACE could be number of percentage of practitioners trained in their new roles, percentage of leaders trained in their new roles, value streams applying the safe, number of value streams, number of hours stood up, number of hours exhibit relentless self-improvement. So these are the some of the success criteria you can keep it for LACE, right? Team distribution of LACE can be, you can have three models of distribution. You can have a centralized LACE. It can be for small companies. Second thing is decentralized. If you have a local business units, you can keep decentralized LACE units. You can have hub and spoke. You can have a central unit in somewhere, Europe and the US or in India, and you can have local units in respective countries. The final step in layers is in improving incrementally. The last has a tall order to fill in terms of changing the behavior and the culture of the large development organization. They support entire gaining coalition. They empower the organization to generate short-term wins. They provide the positive momentum needed to tackle the larger organizational issues. Right? So layers helping organization improving relentlessly. Right? So you got a fair idea after you reaching a tipping point. Very important step is about in the transformation journey is it's about building a powerful coalition. In safe coalition, you need three steps. You need to train our change agents like SPCs. You need to train our executive leadership and other leaders, you know, in terms of leading safe for other activities, leading lean agile mindset, lean agile leadership areas, and then you can finally build and lace. You can do any kind of distribution like centralized hub and spoke, and you can have agile way of operating in within the lace itself and improving incrementally, right? So these are the three important aspects in building a powerful coalition. Hope you got a fair idea about one important step about building a powerful coalition in safe transformation, right? So I would like to listen from you your feedback and improvement areas. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.